We're here at Meadowbrook Country Club with political operative Jefferson Thomas, owner of the Synapse Group. If you need paid door knocking done, they're the best in the country, and we'll get into some of that. Before we get started, I wanted to give you a little gift from my trip from Ireland.
Wow.
Now, I know I have recency bias, and I'm prone to a little bit of exaggeration. This is the best golf course I've ever played. I think it's the best golf course in the world. Ballybunion. Tom Watson also said it was the best golf course in the world. It's a special place when you walk on the first tee. If you've been to certain clubs, you just feel the difference about the place. That's this place. I'd rather play it than Pebble Beach any day of the week, and I can't wait. There's a lot of courses I still want to play in Ireland, but every trip to Ireland has to go to Ballybunion. A paid advertisement for Ireland Travel Links. Gerard Burke, unbelievable job. Our trip was first class. It's not too often you go on a trip and you're dealing with somebody that's the best in the world at what they do. Gerard Burke is the best in the world at leading these trips to Ireland and Scotland. Everything went without a hitch. It was the best trip I've ever taken, and Gerard has a lot to do with that in his company, Ireland Travel Links. But
I saw some pictures. I heard some stories.
Yeah, there will be a podcast coming out soon about the entire trip. But Ballybunion cannot disappoint. I figured the black would match your black bag.
It will.
So today we're going to do 9 holes, 9 questions, and have a good time out here playing golf, but really get to know Jefferson better and have a podcast recording out here where we'll go through 9 questions and 9 holes. All right. Well, Jefferson, I think my handicap and yours is probably tied now. Ireland was very good to me on.
Yeah.
I'm soft capped now.
Now is when you need to come play a member guest.
I'm a 4 soft capped. I went to Ireland as a 1 handicap. I came home as a 4, and I feel like I'm playing worse than that. I played Sunday. I had 9 pars and 9 bogeys at a really easy golf course in Pittsburgh. It's just Ireland was awesome. I only broke 80 one time.
Windy, rainy.
There was some wind. There was some good weather too. It was just every round I played 10 or 11 holes really well, and I played 7 to 8 holes.
Ba-boom.
Horribly. I mean, couldn't keep it out of the fescue off the dunes.
It's hard to find it in that stuff.
Yeah, it's impossible. All right. Come on, cut just a little bit more.
I mean,
that's pretty good.
Welcome back home.
I like that swing.
What's it like hitting without wind now?
I know. I mean, I told Guy, I made the mistake of telling Gerard, because he was telling me about the wind, and I'm like, oh, Gerard, I'm from Oklahoma. We play in the wind in Oklahoma.
He laughed at you.
It's not the same as when it's blowing off my left off the ocean 40, 50 miles an hour. I was screwed. Come on, get a little left.
Keep going.
Give him a good little kick. I didn't see it down.
It's
hit solid.
Trees, so.
Hit very solid.
In a game of misses.
All right, first hole, first question. What is it about the game of golf that causes guys like you and me to get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, crank through a bunch of work so that we can sneak out on the golf course and play a little bit?
I mean, I don't know about you, but I think we all strive to be the best at what we do, right? And so at some point there's this tick in us to always do better, right? And so you're never going to be the best at golf, right?
No,
so
never.
So this is something I think that get out, play 9 holes, enjoy the day, really allows me to reset, refocus, and we've been working now for about 5 hours here for Synapse, making sure that our canvassers are ready to go, and we're going to have another productive day. Play golf for 2 hours, go home, and crank out another 6 or 7 hours of work, right? And I just don't know that I would ever be a guy who could do 13 hours a day in a row without a little that mental break and reset, but also something that challenges me and something that...
It's nice guys like you and I are playing. I mean, we can take a call here and there. I'm sure that'll come up today. And it's just good to get away from the office a little bit and start thinking. But also, like you said, I think this game, it beats us up in a good way and humbles us. And it's relaxing and humbling all at the same time. I lasered 176 for you.
176. We've got some tree here, but...
This is the Meadowbrook punishment right here. This is the only defense this course really has. An absolute ton of trees.
Up and over. Nice little cut.
Oh, you got through it. Is that in the bunker or just over the bunker?
One of the two.
Yeah.
But I do like me a sandy vacation, so she'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. Trees are 90% air, they say. I've always found that to be kind of bullshit. But
I think if you just hit it hard.
that one went through just fine.
Aim. So for a guy who's a 4 handicap, this is where he just punishes the guy who's a 7 handicap. He's in
I didn't get a
cut
ton out. I
grass.
didn't get a ton out of that though. 141. I thought I hit it better than that. I guess we have wind. We got straight into the fan here.
Got 137.
The new, these are used irons. When I moved to Tulsa, my Mizuno MP64s got stolen. And I made the mistake of going with a different set of irons, brand new. I should have just went on eBay and found a used set. I finally did. This will be my second round with these. And I just love them. It's just so great to have them back. A lot more forgiving than the clubs I was playing.
I mean, that sounded pretty pure.
I think it's a
with
little
nice
long.
little
Sit down.
draw. It needs to probably sit, but
Way long.
yeah, it sounds like you
all right.
like those.
Yeah, that was flighted nice. Just still learning the distances a little bit.
And are
I mean,
those
they fly
64s again?
5 to 10 yards further than my other clubs.
Are those 64s again?
Yeah, I hit that really well.
So for those at home who maybe want a little secret, I was actually with Mr. Parker when he acquired said
He talked me into it.
MP64s.
He said for $300, like you're gonna play more than that every round of golf you play in Ireland. So just buy the stinking clubs.
if you like them, buy them.
And I do like them. Oh, you're in the bunker.
In the bunker, lovely.
Both need to make up and downs here.
You put new irons in the bag. I recently activated some new wedges,
There you go.
so we will see if those do any good. You know, a lot of the times, Tiger Woods always blamed the arrow, not the Indian, right?
That's right.
I guess I'm not Tiger Woods and I should start blaming the Indian, man.
What fun would that be?
I know. Why would you keep coming back if you didn't think you could do better?
Oh, sit down. Sit down. That's not bad.
Good touch.
Roll out, roll out. Got the Golf and Politics ball marker, QR code. If you play golf with me, you get one of these.
Yeah. The old snapper. A little slower today than
Yeah,
his
that's-
experience.
overdressed
A
him.
little sandy, top dressing.
Yeah, top dressing. That sucker didn't break at all.
That's good.
Ah, shoot. Oh, dumb bogey there. Nice. No blood. That breaks one of the Tiger 5 rules there, doesn't it? Scoring club in hand.
Yeah.
All right, hole 2, short par 4.
Pretty straightforward hole. Somehow I struggle here. There's a road to the left, and so me and the cars are on a first name basis.
That's really bad.
Go, baby.
Did you see it down? Water?
Yeah.
Hit it terrible. At least he said I was in water. I didn't see it down, but I trust his judgment. As bad as you can possibly do to get started here. Oh, come on, sit down, sit down. Or go, I guess. Short. I thought that was gonna be long when I hit it.
Just a little punch shot, they tell me. Put the tree.
Well, we both got our work cut out for us again.
That'll leave me a little chip and a putt, folks.
All right, hole 2, question 2.
Yep.
Give us a 30-second elevator pitch. We'll drive around over there. Give me a 30-second elevator pitch on the Synapse Group, what you guys do and why you're the best in the business.
We provide labor and staffing on signatures and canvas for center-right and corporate causes. Our desire to provide a quality product versus continual growth is something that sets us apart. We're not pitching every project and taking every client. We're trying to take the right amount of projects for the bandwidth we have. And then our ability through my work in former Republican campaigns and things to tap into high-level management, middle-level management is something that there's just a lot of firms that can't do right now. If you talk to other canvas firms, sourcing, entry-level labor is not so challenging. It's managing that entry-level labor to be productive for the client's outcome, and that's something we really feel like we do much better than most every other firm in the country.
Deal. Get up there. Eh.
Just hear it essentially rooster tailing in the sand.
Yeah. Dang it. Oh. This isn't the start that we hope for.
No, sir.
All right, par 5, first of 2 of the next 3 holes. Reachable par 5s. Oh, come on. Just stop me there. All right. Oh, that's gonna work. Roll, baby, roll. Roll.
Fairway finder.
Terrible swing. Yeah, that was a really bad swing though, but it's in the fairway. They call that a good miss.
Picture doesn't have scorecards, a wise man once told me.
Or the scorecard doesn't have pictures.
Scorecard doesn't have pictures, that's what I meant. Yeah. Where is it?
It's way right.
We're just playing around with this. We'll go back to the Titleist when it matters.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, so the new set of Mizuno, or the used set, new set to me of Mizuno's doesn't have a 4-iron. And so I end up putting I think I'm gonna keep this 3-wood in the bag and use it kind of like a mini drive. Like, just, there are times where I just don't need driver, and if it can be another fairway finding club, that can be helpful.
Let's go visit our 3 friends over there and let them know that the ball with the stripes on it.
Okay, hole 3, question 3. Does door-to-door canvassing still work? Is it an effective way for political campaigns to get their message out there? Do people even answer the door anymore?
We've seen, just talk about our most recent experience working with you guys here in Oklahoma, right? We saw great engagement rates at the door. And not only did we see great engagement rates, but I think we were able to take and glean meaningful data, and especially for Kelly Hines, won a big runoff there north of Oklahoma
and he's
City.
going to be in a general. But yeah, we actually saw, dozens and dozens of households where we knocked doors with Jenny Schmidt signs and we flipped voters. And people asking us to take the sign down, and we're like, hey, we can't touch your signs. If you want to take it down, please do. But the messaging works. You're just bombarded with digital ads and TV and mail, and sometimes just having a person show up at your door and deliver a message really works.
And I think the other thing that we've noticed is
we got it. Thank you.
Is the Republican audience, Republican voter, but probably the grander general audience, never been more fragmented.
Sure.
Some people are consuming things via mail, some people via digital.
Yeah.
Our friends under 30, we're told, pretty much are only consuming things via TikTok.
Right.
And so I think it's one of those that is door-to-door canvassing the end-all be-all for every voter in every situation? No, not at all. But is there still a large segment of voters who will open the door and have a meaningful conversation with you that'll help inform what your campaign is doing? 100%.
Yeah. Am I really that far? 254 to the front edge. Okay. Let's get after this. If I'm a little short, that's fine. Oh, that's hammered. That's hit so well. Get there, baby. Ah, a little right. A little short. That's fine. If I'd hit that like that on number 2, I wouldn't have made double bogey. Jefferson on the green on number 5, playing number 3. I laugh only because I have done the same thing before. God. I had a very solid 3-iron finally.
That's nice.
First solid shot of the day. Well, I did first drive and second shot were solid. But... Sit. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, one time, baby. One time. Oh, come on.
Same.
All right, let's come off the bogey train.
Oh, I'm still choo-chooing along.
Crosswind. Oh, thin to win.
Thin to win.
Look at this.
Hole high.
Not quite hole high, but a GIR nonetheless. 2 bad swings, 2 good outcomes. Can't complain. I did keep it under the wind. That's positive. Hole 4, question 4. You're new to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I am.
What are your thoughts? Why did you move to Tulsa, and then how do you like it so far? You've been here, what, a month and a half, 2 months?
Yeah, been here just a little, right at 2 months. We absolutely love it. Great people. I grew up in central Missouri, and after a 10-year detour to Colorado, met my wife. Her family was out there. We survived as long as we could, but let's just say there weren't many red-blooded Americans left in the People's Republic of. And so as we were looking around, what a great state with opportunity, very affordable cost of living, great politicians, people who are making sure that families and children are raised by their families, I guess is the best way to say it. I like to make fun of all my friends in Colorado. Within 3 weeks of moving here, the grocery tax was eliminated, no tax on groceries. And so we've absolutely loved living here, great people. And we would encourage the rest of you who are listening, maybe move to Oklahoma City. Tulsa's a little crowded, but Oklahoma's a great place, and we've really loved being here.
Well, the truth is, I mean, you say not to move to Tulsa, but I think we got
room for a few others.
It's a good place. It really is. And I honestly, I think that we're one transformational leader away from this state truly being one of the best places to live in the country. We're still lagging behind in education, healthcare, some quality of life issues, crime that need to improve. And I think frankly we just need a super serious leader as governor. You're over here, hard pan. Super serious leader, a governor that's not afraid. Just under 50 feet.
Are we pro or Hit it.
That's good.
Well, that's another bogey.
All right, 2 pars in a row, baby.
All right, so what are we sitting at so far?
Not good. Scores are not good.
Woo, a lot.
This is.
I would hate to say this, but I'm playing in a tournament that I won last year on Friday and Saturday, so I'm not.
member?
It's the member, and not disappointed to see the score going up. We need to make sure that the Harmony Club.
Our handicaps were too low for the member guests. If our handicaps were where they're at right now, when we played in the member guests, we'd been in the money. Because I shot 1 under that day. I have not played a good round of golf since then, though. That's the problem. I think my handicap was 0.8 after that round, and it has just consistently gone up since then. It's a hard game. My whole goal today is to just really start committing to every shot. Like if I hit a bad one, I can't get mad. I'm gonna hit bad shots. But I have to, if I mentally commit to the shot, that's all I can do. Mentally commit and don't swing with confidence and conviction.
At some point, I'm going to need to probably continue to dial in the old Callaway, but she just doesn't fly like a Titleist, folks.
Do you have the Titleist in the bag as well?
The Titleist is in the back of the truck. Did not quite make it. I needed 14 clubs to shoot 85
You could have done Phil
today.
Mickelson rules today. I don't care.
But it's all about the shaft, as most people watching this know, and swing the Oban Kiyoshi, nice and purple shaft. She's smooth, baby.
Ventus. We both got Ventus. 8X for me.
Parker works
6X
out a little more than I do.
for Jefferson. How's the Solheim Cup episode coming?
I haven't gotten into it yet.
It should only take a little bit because there's nothing to edit really. Yeah, I'd really like to get that up tomorrow if we can. Well, it's still fresh. Did you watch any of that?
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic.
Women's golf is something I can relate to. Yeah, good amateurs are probably can take a lot away from the PGA Tour golfers, how they play. I mean, as much as maybe we hit the ball a little further than them, you know what we do much worse? Hit the green.
Yeah.
If you notice, they are in the mowed grass and on the green in regulation.
They're fantastic with their accuracy.
Rather consistently.
I think that all of professional golf right now, from the LPGA to the PGA to LIV to the DP World Tour to the Champions Tour, has got their heads so far up their asses that they can't see straight, and they're missing a great opportunity to make golf a mainstream sport. We're so siloed in the way we consume golf, and this whole fight with the PGA and LIV is stupid. The fact is,
I mean, the whole point of the
look,
Tour was to
Champions,
grow the game.
LPGA, PGA, LIV, there should be a lot of open tournaments where everybody plays together. You put them in different tee boxes. Let's see Nelly Korda, Charlie Hall, John Rahm, Brooks Koepka, Scotty Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, and like Steve Stricker and a couple of these guys all in the same event. That would be as fun as can be to watch. And let's start doing it. I mean, it does need to travel around the world. I mean, look how good it was. Now, the TV coverage was terrible, but like Rural County Down is one of the best golf courses in the world, and the fans were packed in there for Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
That should have been something that had a lot better players in it than just Rory and Shane Lowry. All right.
I'm partial to John Rahm, but not invited back.
Oh, dang it. Go hard. Man, I hit that solid too. Just open the club face too much.
All right. Act like you've swung a golf club before, please.
Oh yeah, hit it, wind. Hit it just a touch.
Come on.
I think that's good. I mean, it might be a little blocked by the trees. We'll see. Take my medicine. Normally I try to go through there, but I'm starting to realize the older I get, that's not wise. I don't want to make a bogey on a par 5. I can make par from there a lot easier than if I would hit a tree. You know what would really help my score? Driving it in the fairway. So, am I allowed to say on camera that you are doing work for a Trump super PAC in Wisconsin?
You can say a Trump super PAC, yeah.
Yeah, Trump super PAC in Wisconsin. That's a huge deal. I mean, the election could come down to a few neighborhoods in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania.
Look, I mean, I did both the president's recounts in Wisconsin, so these are all too fresh, right? Wins by less than 20,000 votes in 2016, loses by a little over 20,000 votes in 2020. I mean, when we talk about the presidency being literally decided in this country by 400 to 600,000 people, you start talking 20,000 people in Wisconsin, 50,000 people in Michigan, do the numbers in Pennsylvania, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina. I mean, that's where door-to-door canvassing matters, right? And so we'll knock hundreds of thousands of doors, making sure that people know how important it is to get out and support the president. I mean, there couldn't be a more clear contrast, right?
Yeah.
As much as
we don't get any of those canvassers in Oklahoma.
we don't.
Nobody
you know,
here.
It does
Nobody
kind
here.
of seem like we're done after the runoff.
Yeah,
maybe a little bit down here.
Our general elections don't really.
Don't worry, in Colorado we didn't really have many competitive
Yeah,
general
that's right.
elections either.
Opposite problem.
But yeah, it's been great. It's been a great experience, and you know, it makes me laugh when Vice President Harris, day one I'm going to do this, day one I'm going to do that. I've changed my position on this.
She's
I mean,
there. She's there.
I mean, we know Joe Biden's not there, right?
Yeah. I love this. Rob is not on this episode, so like he can't argue back, and he would be yelling bullshit at us right now and arguing with us, but he's not here right now. So you know,
Rob,
we can say whatever we
love
want.
you, but the fact is,
He's going to give you a lot of shit for doing this without him.
You are in charge right now, and so you know, if you wanted to stop the southern border, I think it was Barack Obama said it just takes a stroke of the pen, wasn't that?
Yeah. If you had to bet though today, who are you betting on to win?
Donald Trump. Now it's September 18th, and I mean, these are long sprints to the finish. We've got 47 more days and some hours.
Rob made a good point the other day. He said what he fears for Kamala, and he would bet on Kamala right now, but he's saying what Trump has less of an ability to lose votes. Like he's kind of baked in with what he's got. The flip side of that, it's harder for him to gain a higher ceiling as well. But with Kamala being more unknown than Trump, one misstep, one problem could really send her campaign into a bit of.
I think you see her campaign protecting against that too, right? I mean,
And as a tactician, I have to say they're running the campaign that I would run. Like I wouldn't put her in a bunch of media interviews. I wouldn't put her in a bunch of press conferences that could go off the rails. Keep it all buttoned up. That's what they did with Joe Biden. It worked, you know. And when you compare that with Trump, who I'm voting for proudly, let's also just say he's not the most disciplined candidate all the time. So it sets up a contrast for her.
correct.
Yeah.
It does.
And the media is going to give her a free pass.
the problem they have is they have a unhinged candidate who can't control themselves for vice president, and Tim Walz.
Yeah.
His wife on, I think it was Saturday, bye-bye, whatever the hand wave was. I mean,
That was a little weird.
you
Yeah.
want to make sure that doesn't make
They
it
called
into
JD Vance weird. I think
TVAD,
that was a little
but
weird.
so yeah, it's
This is fun not having any pushback from Rob as we discuss these topics. That's a good punch shot there.
unfortunately we've had to be practicing those the past few weeks. Can't seem to.
Hey, we both played that fairly smart.
Look at us go.
Very conservative and smart. Stay right there. Stay right there. Stay right there. I think it's good. I didn't see it down.
Lovely lie.
Look at that. You found a fluffy patch of Bermuda there.
I do think we can hit a little chunker.
Am I ball in the green? I don't see it. Oh yeah, I'm putting. All right. We're moving in the right direction. 3 greens in a row.
Just chunk her up there.
Ah, good shot. Nice shot. Birdie chances.
Look at us go.
Okay. 25 feet. Just outside the right. Into the clown's mouth. Let's go. Come on, baby. One time. Is that twice today?
Little firm.
Both par fives?
Little firm.
You gotta be kidding me, dude. I hit that so well. That's good. Boy, I struck that. Striking the putt's nice.
Hitting the edges.
It's not going in. Hey, 3 pars in a row. Starting to settle in.
My first par of the day. Brought to you by Lab Golf and Vokey Wedges.
Let's see. Oh, man. Take both clubs up. Line, commit to the shot.
What a ball.
It's too far left. It's got a cut. Well, it's too far left, but I'm glad I hit the 3-wood instead of the driver. If I hit driver with that ball flight, it's in the left trees. I may get away with that. That'll be good. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think you're still okay, but you got cart path there. Our #1 sponsor of the podcast is Camp. Okay, hole 6, question number 6. This is a fun one. You're playing in a dream foursome, but this foursome has to include a professional golfer, a politician, and a celebrity, living or dead. What is your dream foursome?
John Boehner, Michael Jordan, and oh man, professional golfer, that's tough.
Well, confidently answered the first two, though.
Maybe Payne Stewart back in the day. What a great American. Phil Mickelson, I'm sure watching Lefty and Michael keep the juice rolling would be great.
That would be fun.
John Daly, I mean,
Can't beat that.
Elias High School, where I went to school, John Daly went there his first 3 years before moving to Arkansas, so he'd definitely be in there.
You got a little cart path action to here.
I did. I hope the ball flies straight after the big scuff that got left on the cart path.
You know, you've just endeared yourself to Rob as well, picking Boehner. Boehner's one of Rob's favorite politicians.
I don't think there'd be anything better than John Boehner with a stogie and a glass of red wine at the Oaks Country Club in Tulsa. Not even a stogie, just maybe more like a Marlboro Light.
Yeah, he'll burn quite a few cigs, I'm sure.
I was lucky enough to meet the speaker at the Catawba Island Club in Ohio back, I don't know, 2014, let's call it. And what a great American.
What I'm sad is we don't have speakers like him. I don't think we'll have a speaker like him for a while.
We don't. I mean, the job has changed, the institution has changed, and
doesn't lend itself to operators, right?
correct. The amount of people who are willing to.
And that's not a good thing for our country, actually.
It's not. It's not. I mean, look, we're looking right now. We need to pass a CR. We've attached the SAVE Act. We can't get the CR done because of a far-right caucus saying that there's no chance the SAVE Act makes it through the Senate, but we don't have anybody who can go to the Senate and negotiate.
That's right. I don't think Mike Johnson's a bad speaker.
I think he's doing the best he can with the cards he's dealt.
The environment right now just doesn't lend itself well to getting deals done.
America is not better off cutting out earmarks. Yeah, Yankee. Don't hit the fan. You know, Missouri, right?
Yeah.
Senator Kit Bond, the king of the earmark, used to always say, like, you know, for additional money to the University of Missouri or additional money for roads and infrastructure in Missouri, I can figure out a way to get to yes on a lot of things. I can win for my constituents.
That's right. Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants to win for their constituents anymore.
The voters are the ones that don't want it, which is sad. Senator Mullen lately has been kind of unapologetic about fighting for Oklahoma and funding. Yeah, the term earmark just a few years ago just became this pariah of a word. Is that even, I don't even know if that's the right word to use there.
That may be too soft, yeah.
But I mean, it just became a cuss word in Republican circles. And I don't understand it. Like, I think members of Congress know better where to spend our federal tax dollars in their districts than bureaucrats that are unelected in Washington, D.C. Let's see. Let's see if I got a swing here, Jordan.
Good ball. Oh, in the bunker. The bunkers out here are nice, though.
Not too bad of a bunker shot, though.
It's really not. Let's see if the Indian can execute with a slightly challenging but operatable.
That's got to go. Go hard. Go. Go.
I don't know that this ball is going to be able to roll given the divot missing from it, but
Sandy, oh, come on. That is just robbery. That is robbery. Was it because the ball's too scuffed up? Yeah, from the cart path.
oh, cartopath.
It would have gone in if you had a good ball.
Good roll.
Thank you.
What a nice day, folks. By the way, we play golf year-round here in Oklahoma, so as you're starting to ask about, you know, it's becoming September 18th, it's 55 degrees and whatever, your golf course is shutting down, just remember, it's going to be 91 today. The greens are green, they're rolling, and we're off and running.
That's right. All right, hole number 7. Stay right there. Stay right there. It's too far right. I might have got away with that. Yeah, I think I must have aimed wrong. I was trying to hit it more down the left, and there's more room left. But can't be disappointed with the strike.
Tear high and let her fly.
Oh yeah, that's your best strike today. That's
Should just hit
beautiful.
that clip every time.
Yeah, I mean that's a beautiful ball flight. 240 right down the middle. All right, hole 7, question 7. Not including Augusta National, because that's on everybody's bucket list. What is your number 1 bucket list golf course that you've got to play in the next year or 2?
Oh, domestic, right? Because I mean,
Let's go
I saw some pictures of an Ireland golf trip recently that were inspiring me for next year.
I mean, Ballybunion's got to be on your list. I mean, it is. I'm telling you, like it is fantastic.
Ballybunion, St. Andrews, definitely up there.
We're gonna do. My goal was to take that trip to either Scotland or Ireland just about every year. Like I think it's truly necessary. And for friends of ours that live on the East Coast, I'm up here in the rough. For those of us that are on the friends of ours that live on the East Coast, It's
a short
actually
little flight.
it's actually easier to go to Ireland than it is to go to Bandon.
Yeah, I mean,
Because by the time you fly to Portland and then drive 4 hours or whatever it is.
yeah. Look, Bandon's a great
yeah, we're
track.
doing
I've
that
been
in
there. We're doing that
September.
September of next year. I love going to Pinehurst. I think the new Dormy Club, Network Club Grable,
Yeah.
everybody who's played that says that's going to be a top 20 course in America within
Yeah.
the next 2 or 3
Nebraska,
years.
right?
In Nebraska, you can do that in St.
I'm thinking about joining the Dormy Club, so I know. You just joined? Or?
I did just join. For those of you who are listening, you probably golf and do some corporate entertainment. I think it's a great option, right? 7 great courses, hospitality 5-star,
How was
lodging 5-star.
at San Antonio,
Just played a member guest at the Briggs Ranch down in San Antonio, about 30 minutes outside in San Antonio. Met some great guys. Had plenty of transfusions during the tournament, but you know, networking and just meeting new people. Everybody has a need for paid labor. They just don't know they have a need for paid labor, and so it's great to meet some guys outside of politics. But you know, some guys who work for healthcare enrollment firms and some of those things that all of a sudden we're amazed that what 200 people going door to door could do. I met a guy who likes to work with digital companies. Then when there's a storm, a tornado, etc., you know. Continuing to try and expand his ability to get door to door and replace windows.
Yeah.
Just so happens he runs the 6th largest metropolitan complex or sales region complex in the world, or in the country. And so, you know, if we'd like could deploy our canvassers and go.
You're helping make the case for me to join the Dormy network.
Everybody needs some direct mail as well. So
That's true.
we've got about 184 here. It must be Wednesday in Tulsa because the sirens are being
Testing the
tested.
sirens. It is noon. It's
It is
noon.
noon in Tulsa, folks. So I've hit them all with a draw. So I'm going to aim at this fan left. Hopefully I draw it back or else it's probably in the water.
Oh yeah. Good shot.
Call your shot.
I've had people tell me too that the Dormy Club is that they like it better than Pinehurst number 2.
So I haven't been to the one in Pinehurst yet, but the Dormy Club itself, the course named Dormy Club, right, is down in Pinehurst, North Carolina. I'm going to go there.
Yeah, a couple guys that are trying to recruit me into their group for the Dormy Network are saying that it's every bit as good as Pinehurst number 2.
Well, and I mean the other thing I think is 15-minute tee times. Easily can get in 36 holes a day with a very nice lunch mixed in. Some of those things, if we're going to golf, like let's play golf, right? And so.
Oh, stay right there. Stay right there. Oh, look at that kick.
That, folks, is what we call the members bounce. That is.
Hit that almost exactly where I wanted to, but the result ended up exactly what I wanted. So. Oh, you're short. But I can't see the ball, man. It's terrible.
I thought I hit a good one.
I thought I was further back too. That's still a pretty long putt.
Shit, I might as well take a wedge, chip her up. Again, finding a green in regulation it's been a struggle lately. It's campaign season, don't get to the range near as much. Timing's a little off.
We're sending like emails, about average of 3 emails or texts in between every shot.
I've only had to fire 2 people during our golf round today, so.
I am 44 feet. I thought I was way closer to that. That is not close.
Isn't there water that way? Good rule.
That thing started off right, and it's trying to work back a little left, but can't. Very happy with that speed. All right.
Just a little slow. Needless to say, they were not that slow this weekend down in.
No, it's every 2 weeks they're top dressing out here. I think it's what they have to do with the budget they have, probably to protect them. Boy, during my podcast with Rob this week on the Solheim Cup, he encouraged me to listen to the Fried Egg podcast with RTJ superintendent.
Yep.
Man, fascinating. I mean, the guy is just loves his job. He was a school teacher, a coach, and he got into working on a greens crew, like part-time, and he fell in love with it and went back to school for agronomy or whatever, turf management. And he's the superintendent at RTJ now. I mean, guy had so much good insight about golf course maintenance, and he's like, my job's easy here because we have an unlimited budget at RTJ. Like, I don't have to ever worry about, I don't have $200,000 for this or $200,000 for that. Rob will tell you they don't have a shortage of money at that club. Oh, sorry, Jordan. Oh, I yanked the crap out of that. That's gone. Sit down. Gonzo. That is as bad a swing as I've had all day. Yuck. Over the top. Jeez. That's what I was trying to do, middle of the green. It's a terrible swing. Golly. All right, need to get lucky and find the ball, and then make a miraculous up and down. Okay, so we talked about your bucket list. This is hole 8, question 8. Last time we talked about your bucket list golf courses.
Yep.
What is your favorite golf course that you've ever played?
Favorite golf course I've ever played. Give me a minute. Pacific Dunes out at Bandon Dunes is definitely up there. Pinehurst number 4, I think, is an amazing track. Where else? Let's see. PGA West. We played that together. It was a great little track and set in the mountains.
You know, when we played out there, I like PGA West too, but I actually liked Indian Wells better.
Dude, I thought it was great.
Great golf course.
Great golf course. I mean, talk by the way, we call it a muni, but talk about a muni that does not lack for a maintenance budget.
When you're Palm Springs area, nobody's lacking for money out there. All right, I gotta get lucky and find my ball. If not, I'm taking a drop. So I will take an extra ball with me. Hopes that I will not need it. Just it was probably the wrong club. I probably need to hit pitching wedge aggressively. Tried to baby that 9, swung over the top and yanked the crap out of it. Jefferson's got a nice birdie putt. Come on, give me some luck. Well, it's anything over here is dead. I know better than to hit it over here. Really stupid to hit it over here. The only chance I have is if it's up here. Oh, second penalty of the day. Oh, there's a ball, at least. It's not mine. Just cut down on my losses. Hopefully it's a Titleist.
Start doing an intro or playing golf in Meadowbrook, it's going to immediately cut to you reaching in
Yeah.
for the ball.
All right. Good par.
Thank you. Good putt.
It's not a bad bogey.
Just think you're going to pick up strokes on him, and he just drains it.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this crap. I spent all this time hunting golf balls, and they all stink. I mean, this one is not even playable. Tour speed. I'm not going to play that one. This is a Pro V1, but it's about 6 years old. It's been sitting in the mud for a while. Wasting my time. My bag broke in Ireland.
Oh, did it?
It wind blew it over and snapped the leg right off.
Ooh.
I ordered a Jones bag with the Golf and Politics logo and my name. It's going to be pretty sick.
So going into this last one, how are you feeling about the?
About the round? Not my bad. I mean, I had a terrible start. I was 3 over after 2 holes, and then I had a nice little par stretch there, 5 pars in a row. I was actually happy to save bogey there after a terrible tee shot that put me in the hazard. So, hey, we're just keeping a good attitude. The game is not where I want it to be by any stretch, but doesn't mean I can't control that. I can just control focusing and keeping good attitude and having a good time. Throwing temper tantrums doesn't help anybody. Oh, get the big stick out. He's going for the big draw here. Oh, that is pured, but into the trees. It's just hard to draw it around there. It's just so.
Microphone issue.
Did you lose the microphone? That's a good strike, though. That's perfection.
Only got 2 more shots. Just trying to see if we can make the Callaway work. Not quite sure she's game ready, but
That's pretty solid. That's a big draw to get it around the corner.
yeah, I just kind of wanted to take it up and over the tree. She's tuned up a little bit, so I may need to set it to a tuned up draw to balance the face out. The shaft, obviously.
All right, hole 9, question 9. We've talked golf. We've talked politics. We've talked about great courses. Now it's time to talk about something completely different. Something I know you're passionate about. My 9th question to you is, why is the SEC so overrated in football?
Well, they're not. There's going to
Why does it not mean more in the SEC?
There's going to be a 12-team playoff.
Wait, hold on. What happened over here? We lost a tree.
Lost a tree, it looks like. A little lightning strike, maybe. I was listening to a very wise podcaster, I believe his name was Pat McAfee, talking about how the SEC could end up with 6 of the 12 teams in the playoff. And so why does it just mean more? Well,
You won't get me to say anything bad about Pat McAfee.
I think
He is a saint.
you could probably see there's not a ton of great professional sports in SEC country. But also we took the 2 best teams out of the Big 12, 2 best programs, and so you just look at the amount of money.
Oh, you didn't take West Virginia? What are you talking about? West
SEC
Virginia's still in the Big 12.
investing.
Did you hear me? West Virginia's still in the Big 12.
I mean, I don't want to rag on West Virginia, but it does look like it's a little bit of a rebuilding season. Penn State, Pittsburgh, tough loss.
No, I was there. Don't even get me started.
Just kind of
Makes me want to puke.
kind of West Virginia beating West Virginia, some people might say.
Totally.
They're not.
We're not better than Penn State. We're not better than Penn State, but we beat ourselves against Penn State too. Like, for us, a win would have been keeping it close, and we did not do anything well
I
offensively.
think the lightning delay didn't really help in that game.
But I mean, the pick game was
But
ours.
what a massive catch by the wide receiver there at the end of the.
That's just a cover of the ball. You were just barely into the trees.
Yeah.
Okay, so there, if I'm up here, you got to be further up.
Steady
'Cause I hit that 3-iron pretty good. Probably 240.
No, I just think at some point, you can't score a touchdown with 1:20 and then go give up points.
No, I mean the SEC is the real deal. I have to say it. I mean it's just, I'm happy for you guys. You guys, it means more. Whatever. You got the big contract. You got Delta Dawn as your song. You know, it's fun. But I do think that college football still has another iteration that needs to happen.
There will be.
Where
You'll
there
see a
needs
continued
there, like,
consolidation.
Here's what I'm saying. There is good football outside of the SEC and outside of the Big Ten. That I get it. We're not West Virginia's not Alabama. We're not Tennessee. We're not Oklahoma. But West Virginia Pitt, games like that need to happen. The regionality of that game is what makes it so special. The fans hate each other. And when you go to the games in Pittsburgh, it's like almost 50% West Virginia fans, 50% Pitt fans. And that's good for college football. We need more of that.
There
And
is
the fact that
nothing
that
better
we
for
don't
college
have regional
football as a
games.
Mizzou guy than when Kansas loses. Barry Odom and UNLV
Right, and you guys don't even
Friday
play.
night, and when we don't even play because KU won't come take their
I
dose
mean,
of
this-
medicine.
this-
but
this doesn't
look,
make
at
any
some
sense.
point,
We
I
need-
think
we need
what
to have-
happens is you see this continued consolidation. You get to 48 to 60 D1 programs, term Power 5, whatever. You get to 60, and then eventually you become the NFL, and you cut 60 four ways.
Yeah.
And yet again, you've got a north, a south, and east and west.
Right.
I mean, the fact that USC and UCLA are going to not play every year along with Washington and Oregon because they're flying to
Makes
Bloomington,
zero sense.
Indiana.
The fact
does,
that Penn State and Ohio State are going to
um,
play every year.
yeah,
That's ridiculous.
that's ridiculous.
That became a
and it's
very
not good for the
rivalry.
fans.
It's not good for the
It's not good
regionality.
for the
I mean,
fans.
That's a border war that should be played every year. I mean, West Virginia Pitt, like Pitt doesn't sell out any games unless they're playing West Virginia, Penn State, or Notre Dame, because there's a regionality to that. And then with the Catholic thing in Pittsburgh, there's a lot of Catholics. So I mean, that makes sense. But they don't sell out every game. They're a team that attracts about 40,000 fans a game. So having West Virginia on the schedule every year should be a good thing for them.
Honestly,
And
I
it's a good thing
forgot
for West
Pitt played
Virginia.
football since Larry Fitzgerald went to school there.
All right, did we find your ball yet?
No, but I'm inside of this.
Okay.
She's gonna win.
We can't find his ball. It could be up here. I mean, how are we not finding it? There's no rough to speak of today. Oh, here it is, Jefferson.
West Virginia,
Right behind a tree.
baby mama, to
Sorry.
the place I belong. Take me home. I don't know the words.
Okay. Get left. Get left.
Great lie, great look.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is called screwed.
Called what?
It's called the Meadowbrook screwing right there.
There's a flag right here. There's a ball right there. That's called a tree. Huh.
Get out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Still in the short stuff.
We like the short stuff.
I think Jefferson's building his handicap for his member title defense this weekend.
Get those extra.
Get those extra pops for Friday and Saturday. Oh, that almost flew in the hole though. This would be a great putt to make for 39. One time, baby. One time. Let's go. Oh, come on. How many times am I going to get screwed today? Well,
enjoyable as always.
Jefferson, thank you for coming out, being on Golf and Politics. Thank you for everybody that's listening and watching on YouTube. You can subscribe and download our episodes anywhere you listen to podcasts. Check us out on social media, Instagram, Golf and Politics, and on Facebook at Golf and Politics, and on X at Golf Politics Pod. Thanks for listening. Hey.